Whenever you're ready.
Welcome back to BGLG Reacts, and today we are reacting to possibly the worst movie.
Oh gosh, I wouldn't say worst movie ever because I mean, if you ever watched Rubber, that movie's rough.
But this movie just came out today, called Space Jam 2.
We watched it on HBO Max.
We did, and I would recommend not watching this movie.
He watched.
I watched a few minutes of it, got up, went and got something. I went and got something to eat, came back. I was like, what did I miss? Barely anything missed, but
No,
it was very slow. I thought it'd pick up. And the best part, there's two good parts of this movie. And
well, how about we introduce the movie first? We haven't talked.
I did. I said Space Jam 2.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I said Space Jam 2.
Oh man, I'm zoned out.
Space Jam 2 with LeBron James. You know, we don't like LeBron James over here on this channel.
We don't, but
we respect him.
I give respect where respect's due, and this movie did not gain any respect from me.
Bring back Michael Jordan. Not Michael B. Jordan either.
Yeah. Okay, from here on out, spoilers. So if you want to watch a movie, I don't recommend it, but if
you can. I mean, you gotta judge it for yourself. We don't
absolutely.
We don't tell you what you can and cannot think.
But be prepared to have 2 hours wasted.
Unless you're a big LeBron James fan.
Yeah, and then you'll love it. And I'm sure.
Even though he has awful acting. You'll be like, man, his acting is so good, he should win an Oscar for this. And when he doesn't even get nominated for an Oscar, you're probably going to go crazy, but he does not deserve any award.
You'll cancel culture everything after LeBron doesn't win an Oscar. But let's go on with it. I'm not going to diss him too much for his acting because he is a basketball player, and Michael Jordan's acting was not nothing to...
Shaq's a basketball player.
Yeah, Shaq's acting's not good either.
Yeah,
he's just funny.
Yeah, he's funny. LeBron James is nothing.
He tried to be funny, but it...
Oh, he tried to say some stupid little puns that didn't make sense.
Yeah, it
didn't work out. I'll say that.
It was such a bad movie.
We're going to talk about, in this reaction video, we're going to talk about some things that we wish would have happened in the movie and some things that did happen, that shouldn't have happened, and things that we agree that are... I mean, essentially the best thing that happened in the movie, though it wasn't that good. It was still the best highlight of the movie.
Okay, let's talk about the movie for just a second. Spoiler warning again. Just another spoiler warning because we haven't said anything. Last warning. No more.
First off,
get the hell out.
If you do not know what Space Jam is and you've yet to see the first Space Jam with Michael Jordan, I would recommend watching that. It's essentially with both of these movies, Michael Jordan and LeBron James being big-time basketball players. They get sucked into the Looneyverse and then forced to play basketball with Looney Tunes.
Play basketball for their lives, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like one of our last podcasts, we talked about the ancient Romes and their Colosseums. So it's kind of like that, except tunes. But this movie was... I didn't like the storyline either.
But we'll talk about some of the characters we saw in there. We saw obviously LeBron James.
We saw a lot of Game of Thrones. They referenced Game of Thrones
there were a lot of characters in there. We saw Batman, Joker, Robin.
Oh yeah, everybody DC was in there. All the big ones. It was... You could definitely tell this was a Warner Brothers movie.
Aquaman's poster was in there.
Yeah, I think they were trying to hint that this movie was supposed to be as big as Aquaman, and they had the Joker, which won Oscars. I'm sorry, LeBron, this is not winning you no Oscars. It's just no. If it does, then the Oscars, I will not watch the Oscars. No. Or the Academy Awards, I guess, is really what it's called. But gosh, this movie was bad.
It was, but I was disappointed that they didn't use his actual son, Bronny, in the film. I would have loved that.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit, but I think it would have been too much pressure for a young kid like him because he's already got a world amount of pressure on his shoulders from being LeBron's son.
But it would have been amazing.
Oh, it would have been awesome.
Whenever he transformed later in the film, whenever he made himself a super basketball player or whatever, and he lifted up and then came back down, I thought he was going to be Bronny.
I did too. But that didn't happen.
Nope. But we did see... two WNBA players we do not know.
Yeah, I'm sorry I don't watch the WNBA. It's not entertaining to me.
We saw Anthony Davis. He was the brow. Very, very deep voice.
It was very distorted.
We saw Klay Thompson as the fire and water guy.
I get the water for Splash Bros, but the fire I'm not too sure on. And Damian Lillard as
Dame time. Like a literal clock.
He's a clock. He could which it only showed him twice. He had like 2 big moments.
Did you
in
just
that.
whistle?
I think I did. I whistled
I heard
when
it
I thought.
over here though. I hope it was you because
It was
not over there.
I think it was me. Maybe I am.
I heard your teeth go. Whoop.
But he had just 2 big scenes, and that's it.
Yeah.
And it really wasn't even. It wasn't even the NBA and WNBA players. It was all animated, which I hated.
Yeah.
It was just, I don't know. It was bad.
AD was a eagle, falcon, or whatever.
A falcon, yeah.
Klay Thompson was literal fire and literal water.
Yeah, it was not great.
Dame was a clock. One of the WNBA players was actually a snake, and I thought they were trying to reference Mamba, like Kobe.
Yeah,
Bryant.
early on they showed a snake, and we were like, "Oh, that's Mamba."
Yeah,
But
like I thought that's what they were trying to reference, but
it was not.
Very
Man, it was.
I was hoping for like some little tiny cameo of like Kobe or something that he did.
Yeah, I didn't watch the end credits or anything like that. I didn't watch any of the credits, so maybe they remembering Kobe thing at the end. I'm not sure. I didn't watch it because the movie was hardly worth watching. The only reason I watched it is because people said Michael Jordan was in it. I didn't know it was going to be Michael Jordan.
He was in it technically. I mean, Michael Jordan was in it. It was so funny because the tunes came back in. Guess who I found? Michael Jordan, and you just slowly start walking.
Yeah, and they play the Bulls theme music from when they won the championship. If you know it, you know it. It's the dun 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 dun. And oh man, I was like, I knew it wasn't.
I knew it wasn't when I saw the shoes.
Well,
for some reason I was just like, those aren't.
Jordan does not like LeBron. I did not think. I mean, I don't know what they'd have to do to get him in that movie with LeBron, but I didn't think. I was hoping because it would have made the movie interesting to have LeBron and Jordan on the same team. That would have been kind of cool.
And then had a back-facing camera shot, and then you just saw the outline of obviously Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
Like it was clearly everybody knows what Michael B. Jordan looks like. So you're like, all right, that's Michael B. Jordan.
He comes in eating popcorn. He's like, I'm just here to watch.
He's like, I'm here to get some extra popcorn. And then I didn't know this. I've not seen Friday Night Lights, but he starts doing the chant.
Oh yeah.
And then LeBron's like, "No, stop."
Full eye or no? It's
dude. I just saw another ghost.
Dude, he's tripping out. we haven't even done a risky review yet.
Oh yeah, stay tuned to us later. I think we in another video. So stay tuned on our.
We'll do a
channel.
proper 12 review.
And if you guys want, we might start doing reviews on certain whiskeys that you guys would like to see and get our out.
I don't drink that much alcohol, so it'd be kind of cool to get out there and
I'm
try
a whiskey
some stuff.
person, so
Yeah,
I love whiskey, so I do not mind to taste test whiskey and review it.
What? I forgot what I was talking about earlier.
Talking about the chance of Friday Night Lights with Michael B. Jordan.
Oh yeah, it was like full eyes, full hearts can't lose or something. It was something like that. I haven't watched Friday Night Lights in a very long time.
I noticed something. He was like shaking his popcorn like that, and like popcorn was flying out, but no popcorn fell out. It was just popcorn flying out, like it was CGI popcorn flying out, but the filling of the popcorn stayed the same. Like he never lost any popcorn in his popcorn bag.
Oh, I did not.
I was like, wow.
I was laughing too much because how ridiculous this movie was. Oh. Okay, so a lot of difference from the first one. I didn't think they would go straight the same, but LeBron was a tune half of the movie, and I didn't like that. Which, no offense to LeBron.
Well, his acting was worse. His acting was
horrible.
His acting was substantially better as a tune than it was.
Well,
in real life, because he was just using his voice. You couldn't see his face. It wasn't that his voice was bad. Well, sometimes his pitch was really bad.
When he yelled and stuff, it was horrible. It was,
and he didn't have the reaction like he was under distress and yelling. He was like, I can't remember his kid's name in the film because they didn't use. He obviously didn't use his actual kids' names.
Dom was a little one that he was trying. Yeah,
like
that he was trying to
Dom
save.
literally just walked into this big orbital thing and just disappeared, and LeBron just like Dom. Like what the. What the hell just happened? It's like your son just got sucked into this big
and
portal.
One of his, I'm assuming it's supposed to be hilarious lines was what in the Matrix hell. It was so corny.
And he said it worse than that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was horrible.
He gets paid big money to be a basketball player, not an actor.
Yeah. So I'm not going.
I'm sure he got paid big money to do this.
Oh well, I'm sure he probably. Yeah. Just want to think about this movie.
I would have took a third of the pay cut, and I would have done 10 times better job.
Okay, so a lot of things different, like I was saying. Obviously, they did both player stories. At the time of part one, Jordan was in the MLB. Well, he just come back to the NBA, and they base his story on that. Obviously, I mean, I understand that, but they had way too much visual effects. It felt like I was watching Ready Player One. He hasn't seen it, but it's just full of Easter eggs. This one had like King Kong. It had Iron Giant. People LeBron, I guess, wanted on his team throughout the movie, and he said no. Or, what's the rabbit's name? Gosh, Bugs Bunny. There we go. Gosh. I never watched Bugs Bunny when I was a kid.
I didn't watch Bugs Bunny either, but I watched Space Jam 1. And
well, I did. Well, to be fair, I didn't watch that much because it wasn't a good movie either.
I watched it like a million times. Every Friday we would have in music class. I was in like.
Oh my gosh, you guys watch Space Jam every Friday?
Yeah, in music class. It was weird. So I went to this small school in Eastern Kentucky, and our music class was in the gymnasium, but it was upstairs, so it was above the gymnasium. It was weird. You could overlook the gymnasium. And, every Friday we would have like this weird singing thing, and then we'd sit down and watch part of Space Jam 1. And it was only Space Jam 1. We never watched another movie. Like, we would watch like an hour of it, and then we had to leave and go to a different class, and then next Friday we'd start that same hour. We never finished it.
Oh, that's redundant.
It sucked, but I loved it. And
gosh.
After I started finishing it, it was amazing.
But, this movie, it doesn't have the same effect. If you know the story behind Space Jam, Jordan got... He
sucked into a golf hole.
Well, that's not what I'm saying. But, like, when Jordan did Space Jam, he was coming back from retirement.
Mm-hmm.
He
playing baseball, which he failed miserably at.
Which people say that, but if you look at his numbers, he was getting better playing baseball, and his
age wasn't getting better.
No, his age. But you don't have to be sprite and young when you're playing baseball. Baseball's not that. I'm not gonna say it's not that hard because it's a very hard sport. You gotta have.
You don't get so much hate already.
Major eye-hand coordination.
We would love to start talking about baseball. We just don't.
I don't know
with Major League Baseball.
I tried. I tried with the Reds, and I got to know everybody on the roster, and half the roster was traded. So I was like, oh well, no, okay, I don't know anybody else. Like Alex Chapman got traded. Freaking Joe Frazier. Ugh. I don't even know if they still got Joey Votto.
I definitely don't think so. I think he gone a long time ago.
I wouldn't blame him.
But I'm not sure. I mean, don't quote me on that because I know.
I've went to like 4 or 5 Reds games in person. I love watching it in person.
Mm-hmm.
And
I absolutely love it.
But
I can watch any sport in person though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hockey. I don't really care about hockey, but in person,
I used to watch hockey.
I could watch hockey all day. But besides freezing my butt off, I'd be bummed up. But watching it.
Back to Space Jam. Jordan's effect. It was amazing because Jordan started this movie and he trained. He wasn't just training for the movie. My dog is freaking out. She's having a bad dream.
Told you there's ghosts in this.
But the effect Jordan had, like when he was in Hollywood making Space Jam, you had Charles Barkley come, which Charles Barkley was in the movie.
First in this one, the guy was it was who was it that was going through? Was it Bugs Bunny that had Charles Barkley? They referenced Charles Barkley in here. They didn't say it, but it was like on a little. His name was on something.
Oh, I don't remember. I didn't see that.
Yeah, you did. You said you started laughing because you said Charles Barkley.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, this movie's forgettable. I'm telling you. I don't know.
But who played it in again? Oh, LeBron James, the guy I don't care about, right?
But when Charles Barkley, all the big stars come and play with Jordan at the time, and I think it was a setup by Jordan so he could learn their weaknesses and stuff because he had just come back from losing the last year in the not the finals because he never lost in the finals, but he lost to I believe the Magic in the playoffs, and he was like, okay, we need to get better. So he had to do the movie Space Jam. He signed a contract. So every day he would practice with all these stars who'd come down to L.A. and he personalized the whole court for him and everybody, all the stars, and it meant something. It was playing with against the best. It wasn't even for a championship. It was to play ball, and that's how much Jordan loved it. And I'm not saying LeBron doesn't, but there's just a different culture, a different feeling from LeBron. I get.
LeBron just wants to win. That's why he keeps hopping teams. That was actually referencing this.
Oh, it was referenced multiple times. Don Cheadle.
He even said, "Watch out, Lakers."
Yeah, he was like he left Cleveland. He left the Heat. He left Cleveland again. Look out, Lakers. And Don Cheadle's Bella. Sorry, you're gonna hear my dog's toenails on the floor.
She's walking around the planet?
I think so. She's looking. She's trying to get up on the couch. Okay, I think she stopped. But oh gosh, I don't even know what I was talking about now.
Talking about
Don Cheadle's acting wasn't even that great in this. Nobody's acting was great.
I don't think they got paid a lot. I think they got what they paid for.
On her couch. Okay. Yeah. It was not a good film. If you're a LeBron James fan, go watch it. I mean, I'm sure you'll have a blast with some of the animations he did throughout the game that they had. But as of a movie,
I don't think
story, it's not good. It's not good. That will do it for this crappy review of Space Jam.
Absolutely. They should totally blacklist the director of this.
Oh,
blacklist all the actors.
Oh man, it was bad.
It was.
It was.
Besides
bad.
Zendaya, I like Zendaya. Don't blacklist Zendaya. She's Tom Holland's new girlfriend. You can't be blacklisting her.
Yeah, plus she's MJ, which not even Mary Jane. It's like Michelle. Okay, nope, we're not getting back on Spider-Man. If you watch our last video, it was all Spider-Man and Loki. But
Spider-Man.
That will do it for this video. Everything, all the socials are in the description, like always.
Follow our Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and TikTok, and make sure you follow our TikTok.
Everything.
And our TikTok. And our Instagram.
And our TikTok.
And our TikTok, yeah. Until next time, probably next week, probably sometime. Next time, you'll see. Until next time.
Thank you for watching, and hopefully we entertained you. And if not, then sorry.
Yep, and until next time, don't remember, make sure you subscribe so you can see our next time.
Next time. See you in the next video, everybody.
Yep. Look out for our whiskey review.
Whiskey review.
And our podcast. And our other videos. And our other stuff, I think.
Bye.
TikTok. Gotta make a TikTok.